Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch as Floyd Mason. I think that'd be pretty good. I picked this game as well because I am not very good or patient to learn all those like little glitch tricks. Like staying in a certain spot, like skipping time. I'm just not very good at those. So I didn't think one of those would be my type of game. Yeah, right? This is a big blast in the past. It's a good game though. Very good game. But this one is a lot about just memorizing kind of levels and movement, but it also has the added thing of you get power-ups every 10 gems you get, and you can turn into a different kind of like move set and whatnot. And so planning out the right time to get those is also a part of this run. So I felt it had a little bit more to it than just the kind of, memorizing the level and when to jump and where enemies are. But yeah, so again, I'm going to just start by kind of playing it. It's going to be a slower time for sure. Yes, I've beat it. I remember beating it when I was younger, and I do own, if it's in the top of my pile, hold on a sec. So I do own it, got the copy, but obviously playing it on emulator because it's easier and I don't have a way to record. It's not that hard a game, but it's easy to die, if that makes sense. Like, certainly if you rush, you will die quickly, but if you take your time, it's a fairly simple little platform. So basically, time starts when starts pressed here. Still getting used to like kind of the splits as well. So not totally sure they work, but we'll see how it goes. So basically what this game is you kind of run around as Felix, and if you get 10 of these little things, then you get a power upgrade. Now again, when you watch kind of the really good streamers do it, they know exactly where every enemy is, they know where to jump, and they know, again, how to collect 10 of these efficiently to get the upgrade. Whoop. Or again, I expect to die a few times just from not knowing where to jump. And see, here's your first upgrade. They last for, a set period of time. So again, it's very important to kind of get these going into bosses. And certain ones are just good in certain sections. So there's 9, I'm pretty sure I looked, and there's 9 worlds to the game. Each one has like 3 rounds, 3 kind of levels. Again, once I start actually playing the game, the big thing will be memorizing kind of, where the pits are, where certain enemies are. Because that's going to be the big thing. Like, when I was watching a couple people speedrun this game, is they just don't stop moving. They know when to jump, what enemy's going to be there, where the pits are. So that will take a lot of memorization and practice. So my kind of intention to start off with this is just to play it, just to beat it. Not worry too much about my time, but just kind of set a basis for myself. And as I go on and continue playing, I will start to work on like breaking down, do a stream where I'm just playing one level and just practice it over and over and kind of improve my time. Good. So I'm pretty close to the boss right now. Go. There we go. Accidentally hit the wrong button there and pause like a second. Oh, I think Lincoln would love this style of game. It's kind of game I wish when they had like the NES Classic and stuff, they put ones like this on, like kind of unknown, very fun little games. This one I really want to get the big thing about the upgrades too is it gives you an extra hit. So while you don't want to go like crazy out of your way to get them, need one more. They're kind of worth it because it lets you take a little bit more risk and they're a bit stronger usually. All these discs did not. Discs are a little harder to control. Yeah, having this power up's a pretty good one because it's just like kind of a full protection. Oop. Whoa, almost died there. There we go. Flying through this game. Again, I think, you know, with practice this game, it's really memorizing every jump first. I'm playing with a PS4 controller. Just seemed like the easiest one I had. Whoops, I should have grabbed that. I just felt because, you know, as nice as my 64 one is, it's, version of the NES uses the D-pad, which is so much easier to use on, this one. Go. You see, I left my Felix circles there. Oh, damn. I don't want to lose much time. But I left it at 99, so I can instantly get 100 on the next level. Okay, get this time ready. So what's going to be hard about this game too is pits. You know, you can always kind of get that cover for taking a hit, but you know, you're just kind of diving blind like that until you know the levels. Oop. Oops. Don't need those points, but I'll grab them. As you can see, like Brian, you might not remember making it far in this game, but it's not too hard. Definitely just a kind of simple little platformer. Like, I actually remember rebuying it and beating it pretty quick immediately after getting it and going, oh, that was pretty easy. But it's really enjoyable to do that. That part sucks. You know, and again, like, if I have my certain move, like if I have my attack everywhere move, those parts get so much easier. do. So one thing that slows down your time too, that I saw on the videos, was you get points if you see up in the top left. I have hearts, and that's kind of your time period. So even if you don't get hit, if you run out of time, you will revert back. So, but you get points for every heart you have left at the end of the level. So a lot of the top players I've seen, you take forced hits at the end of levels, so that you end usually with 9, so you can grab one right away at the start of the next level. But so you're not wasting those seconds getting the points, and that's another thing that's just going to take a lot of practice to kind of get good at. I definitely think this is a game where, whoop, see, I'm about to change back. Get to the end of the level, hurry. I think this is the type of game where, like, beating it, whoops, first death. Beating it is not just, I think it put me all the way back to the start, which is pretty far back. Beating it, I don't think will be hard, and like getting an okay time, alright, but this is the type of game where it's going to take very particular moves and whatnot to get a good time. Ooh boy. Oh, nice. Perfect. I just had enough for this. I'm sure it's much easier. Oh. Go. Alright, level world 4 already. Going pretty well, I think. He says getting hit. Ooh. But you know, like, obviously it's gonna start to throw more enemies, more pits. Oh, dang. Focused on the heart, I knew it was gonna pop there. Whoop. Whoop. So again, because I'm just learning right now, I'm kind of being a little cautious and trying to get the 10 just so I can get the extra hits. You know, just for safety. Speed it. It's kind of my big concern. I did a trial of this game where I was just like running to see like how hard it is if you're just trying to run full speed, and I did not make it through level 2 before needing to continue. So without practice, it is incredibly difficult. You know, people make it look super easy online. Ooh, cool. Little boat. Oh, whoop. And I don't want to take too many of the springs, because while there might be goodies up there, they'll just take longer. Whoa. 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 Boy, those actually, pretty tough. I'm gonna put a lot of focus into not getting hit. Whoop. Might just go up here. That, just be safe. Myself another hit. These jumping guys are, again, like, it's the long enough levels, and you gotta memorize it, which always impresses me. Well, see you later, Oz. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, like, basically when I start, trying to really get my times down, I'll probably do sets where, I just run level 1, and then I just run level 2, and kind of try to figure out, like, which levels I'm really far off good times. If I'm looking at streamers consistently and I'm running a level in 4 minutes and they're all running it in 3, 2.5, it's like, okay, that's not bad. But if I'm running in 5 and they're able to run it in 1, it's like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I gotta practice this level. Okay. Oh man. I don't know. I remember this game as a kid, and I always thought it was kind of cool. Like, all the different little power-ups Felix gets. He's one of those characters you don't hear much about anymore, and he's pretty cool. Also, fun fact, Felix is actually kind of... I mean, I know he's not the villain. Oh man, I don't have a power-up here. But he's actually, kind of in my opinion, kind of the bad guy. Because the whole thing starts with him breaking into the guy's lab and stealing the magic bag. So, oh, there's 4 up there too. I could have got an extra hit. So he's kind of questionable. Yeah, the little turtle dude is good, and here he comes again. Oosh. Oh boy, immediately hit. Go. Yeah, again, like, I like the little power-ups, like him driving around in his little rocket car and stuff is very cool to me. Okay. Not the greatest world, but first try, I think that's okay. Oh yeah, the little car. One thing I don't know too is, like, because some levels you carry over your power, so I don't know if this is just my first power in this world or not. Oh boy, some dinos. Ooh, we got a tank now. Whoa, that was close. Okay. I guess it's going much better than I thought it would. Because again, I did one trial one where I was just running as fast as I could and just getting smoked. And again, it's another thing to memorize. Like, some levels you carry over powers, but if you switch to like a flying level, you lose your power. So it's a good thing to know as well of which ones am I going to lose the power. So I need, 9 ready to go. Whoa, oh boy. Right away lost it. That ain't good. So 8 more. You can't always be looking at the bottom of the screen, so I'll have to start kind of counting in my head where I'm at. You always get milk on 5, so it's kind of a good catch for yourself. Ooh. 2 more. Dude, nothing going on in this level. There's the end. Let's go here. I'm sure I was not the fastest, near fast enough on that one, but, you know. Ooh, get my tank back. And so it'll be a good thing to practice and know, like, do I carry this tank over from level 1, or was it because I had it in level 3 that I kept it? You know, little things like that that'll matter to the run. Oof. Oh no. Whew. Whew. Guy was making it tough. And I ended with a 9, so that's perfect. I can get a power up right when I start World 6. Back to my little dolphin buddy. Ooh, maybe I'm top level in this one because I didn't get one. Oof. And this one's got ice physics, of course. Yikes. Stop and get this. No! I don't feel confident not having a power up. The controls are very slippy in this level. Boy. Thanks. Yep. Yep. How much research? Not much yet. You know, like, this is a game I knew pretty well. Oh, boy. So I watched a couple of the, you know, parts of the top runs, just to decide if it was something, you know, that I wanted to do. But I'll probably sit down and watch them straight through to get some tips, but, you know, I also need to learn exactly, like, kind of when they switch levels. Like, I'm assuming it's exactly at the point when the new level screen comes up, but it might be when you beat the boss, goes to the next level. But again, I just kind of wanted to try it and see how I liked doing it. Because I might have just done this and be like, ooh, like, it's just not for me. Oh boy. So you can't really see it on here, but the water's actually, like, pushing you backwards. So it's a little hard to, like, line up your jumps. It's a challenging level. Oof. That guy is a nuisance. Man. How much longer is this level? So those are going to be hard to memorize as well, because they're pretty, pretty much the same design over and over. Ooh. So I think that's going to be my biggest challenge, is memorizing the levels. Which I feel like, you know, if I ever, at some point, once I've played this for a couple months or so, and I decide I want to try and get a real personal best, I will likely be playing, like, nothing but this game for a month, just so everything's fresh, everything's kind of remembered. guy again. Look at the cool turtle buddy. Okay, so he's a little harder because he's like not going to full gambit. He's just trying to focus on me, but still pretty easy. So I think on the ones that I saw, again, the top times are all around like 28, 29 minutes. So, I mean, I'm already practically there with 3 worlds left to go. So that just tells you how far off I am. And again, you know, knocking a couple seconds off of the game like this is not easy. Like, those people who have the 20-minute times have practiced. They know the levels. They've run it, you know, 1,000 times. Whoop, okay. Look out for snowballs. Could have done without 2 ice worlds in a row, game. It's not as bad. That water one was very tough level. Again, it was like constantly pushing you backwards. Which made it very difficult. Okay. Man. The timing of those blocks are going to be a nuisance. Because they do not give you a lot of time to get under them. Whoop! Yeah, do little fancy jumps like that. Oh! Well. It's definitely one of those traps, because like I short jumped because there was a boulder coming, but it pushes you right into that hole. Let's go. There we go. Now we got some rhythm going. Whoop. But look at this. This is a pretty interesting little level. Oh, see you later, Sticks. Thanks for coming out. That's a very interesting level, because I feel like if you get the rhythm on that, it'll look so good of just like knowing when to dodge. Again, too, you want to kind of stay as close to the ground as you can, or whatever level the exit is on. Oh, oops. Oh my god. Needed to continue. I just couldn't shake that bat off the start. Here. Just want to power up. Protect me. There we go. The little car. Well, whatever. Whatever. You know, head for. Whoa, this guy again, eh? Oh, where'd that? It's gonna bounce back? Yeah, I thought so. Oh my god, there's a lot going on in that fight. I kind of want to grab. Oh, no. No. It's all falling apart. There we go. Okay. At least I have like one hit. Oh, I can actually. I thought I tried hitting the snowballs before and they didn't break. But it's a lot easier than I made it out to be the first time. Ooh, space. Pretty cool. I don't know. This game's actually like cool too. I want to pick a game that I would have fun playing. And this one's a side scroller, so there's not really much you can do here. I mean, obviously dying would be awful. Some points. Kind of collecting some tokens, taking my time. No rush. That one up life. I guess they're all the high action ones. This one slows it down a bit, so you can't really do much. Oh, gotta pay attention because things will come out of nowhere. But oh boy, oh yeah, yep, they suckered me. They pushed me right up into that other thing. Well played, game. One thing with this spaceship is when you press A, you kind of do a little a bump up, like you kind of float a little bit, but going back down you can't control, and it's very slow fall. So it's kind of making sure you don't go too high, that you're stuck and you can't get under something. You know, if they shoot something and it's going to hit you, you have to press up to get out of the way. Oop, like right there. There we go. Oh, it was that was all World 8. Interesting. Yeah, so can't break those. It doesn't. It seems. Step back. Oh, missed my jump. Ah. Oh boy. Take a little more time in this level right now because I do not know it at all, and those things are quite devastating. So take my time, get my extra hits, line up my jumps. Go. Again, big goal in the first run is just to finish the game. Thing is too, right? Like, you know, I might find in a level that it's quicker to take a hit and move past a guy. So it will be a mix of kind of watching other speedrunners, but then also playing with the levels and seeing if I can find anything that works better for myself personally. Yeah, exactly. You know, because like jumping back on that one rock, I basically had to jump backwards over it. But if I could have just taken a hit, had it push me forward, you know, that's like a second or so saved. But I also have to decide, like, was it easier to get 10 Felix things on the way? Because if I'm having to jump to get them, it might take me longer than a second. Whoop. And now I'm trying to run too quick. Gotta slow it down a bit. This is like the final level, so you know, it does have some challenge. Okay. Keep an eye out for those bats. Oop. Come on. Oof. Whoops. I really need to get that extra hit of invulnerability. Go. Don't lose it to that stupid bat. Go. Go. Oh, come on. It's a little cheap. If he's flashing and can't be hurt, then he should not be able to hurt me. Oof. Ooh, and another continue needed. Yikes. Falling apart in the last level here. I think it might be best to go in those doors and fully load up both of my powers. Because I feel like when I went out and back in, it reset his life. I don't know for sure, but... Whoa! Yeah, I know, right? Like, I kind of risked it. I was like... Because I wanted to go back in there. Oh no, I want that. Oh man. I'm not doing well here. But I didn't want his life to reset again, because I wasn't sure if it did or not. Okay, that's 6. Why did I do that jump? Okay. Just take our time. You gotta kid me, bat. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, phew. No, that's it. So I did not beat it. Okay. So I feel like I was maybe a hit or two away, but did not get it on my first try. Yeah, so that's kind of the game. You know, I'd say around that time is what I would have had. You know, it's possible. Like, definitely a hit or two away from him. If I had just gotten both those level ups in there, it could have been done. So that's good to know, at least. Yeah, right? I also wasn't sure when it says, like, 1 continues left, because some games go, oh, like, using this would leave you 1, and some are, like, 2. So, I'm just going to check kind of, like, in theory, how would that have been for the other runs? And then I'm going to play it again. So the top time in this game is just under 23 minutes. So 22:42. So even if I if I'd finished that fight, I would have been around this. You know, you're still 15 minutes off, which is a lot. But if I had been able to finish that fight, I would have been about 30th. So, you know, not terrible. Not terrible. I'm pretty okay with that. So I don't... Yeah, exactly. You know, and like, obviously, like, again, I wait a bit. Like, I want to check some of the other runs, make sure I'm starting and stopping at the exact right time, make sure I'm switching levels at the right time, just make sure everything's fine before I'd ever think about submitting a run. But it's good to know that, you know, I felt it might take me an hour, so if it's around, you know, that 37, 38 minute mark, I'd have been very happy with that. Now, I'm not entirely sure how my splitter works for saving ones, so I'm going to try resetting. Ask if I want to update my best times. I say yes. So now I assume it's kept them going forward. Yeah, so I'm going to give it another go right now. I'm probably just going to do it twice today. Again, I just kind of want to get a feel for it, see if I like doing it. Like, I think this is pretty fun. You know, it's something that I might add to my rotation every like 2 weeks, like every 2 Sundays, do some levels. I might, you know, I'll probably do a bit of practice offline as well. But, you know, I think it's fun enough to kind of do for 2 hours every 2 weeks. And just keep trying to get like a little bit better. I'd say if I can push my time down to about half an hour, is when I'd consider submitting something. I mean, getting it there puts you, you know, around top 20, which I would be ecstatic to be in that group. So yeah, so let's go again. I might do a third one too, and just do like a run where I'm literally just booking it and see how far I make it. But yeah, the guy, the one video especially I was watching, like, he basically does not get any of the Felix tokens in this first world. Like, he just skips them all because he's just going. But as you saw, I don't want to die because it's very realistic, and like, you know, while the time I have is nice, I did not finish the game, so it is not a real time, unfortunately. Honestly, I think this power-up is like one of the strongest to have because it's a all direction. The one thing you have to be careful of is if 2 enemies are coming at you and you use it and you hit one, it vanishes. So the second enemy then has a free shot at you. Yeah, I'm being a little more, especially in these first worlds. Probably didn't even want that, honestly. Here, yeah, I want this back. Oh, well, I want something. One more. Go. Oh no. Sacrifice a little time here. Oh, come on, jump. There we go. But the enemy is just so much easier with this, and I know I want some for next level. Go. Look at that. I already shaved off 6 seconds. Look at me go. Now, these worlds are worlds I definitely want an extra hit, because it's just so easy for a cannonball to come in to nowhere and end your existence. So I'm gonna make sure I get this. This thing just also moves so much faster than the parachute alone. Yeah, flew through the level. Flew through it. I'll have to look into, like, you know, because there are little, like, shortcuts, and, like, those spots just have a bunch of, whoop. Yeah. As I was doing that, I'm like, I shouldn't be just so carelessly jumping around. Yeah, so these just have, like, a bunch of, you know, upgrades in them, but I'll have to look into which ones are actually shorter. See, that one seems pretty nice, because it gets you over that pit. So that's, you know, definitely one I'd want to consider taking, always. Not just because, like, you know, I can get a full weapon upgrade in it, but it also seems like it shortcuts you, and it's across a dangerous area. So. Yeah. Let's try this one. Again, like, while it'd be nice to have 2 hits, I just feel like this power saves the most time. Come on. So it just seems like the best one to have. Go. So something I don't know, because, like, mine is set up right now to show my total times. So, like, I don't know if it's better to show split by level, to see kind of, like, you know, level by level how I'm doing, or, you know, well, I guess, I mean, I can quickly math it out, and I saved 5 seconds on my run at that time. So, maybe I could just not be lazy, I suppose. Do, and again, do basic math, something I'm, you know, not bad at. Yeah, like, I kind of wish it was like I could see my exact level time plus the running total. But I haven't really used Live Split that much, so it might be possible, and I can look into it. Because again, I only use them for my randomizer runs, and it's literally just like click and pause. So. I also don't know the rules too when it comes to, like, you know, putting my personal best, but I will be running things where, you know, again, I play just one level over and over. See, I don't know if that one actually took me anywhere. That one came at the same spot. And so I'll kind of have, like, 2 lists going where I have my, you know, when I ran, you know, 37 minutes total. And my best time for Road 1 is 2:58. But then I also want to kind of a standalone one that's kind of like, okay, here's my best time overall, so that I know it's possible for me to do it faster on my main run. Like, I'll know on my main run where I'm losing time of what I can actually do, if that makes sense. you know, and sometimes it's not going to be fair because obviously, you know, you get power carryovers in perfect situations, but something I'll have to figure out. Let's go Felix. Oh yeah. Ooh, boy. These air ones are definitely a little tricky because again, you can just get hit. There's a lot of projectiles coming at you. Oh boy. Stop and get this. Just to be safe. Oh boy. Oh, I think that's the end. Whew. Good. Oof. Yes, exactly. Like, I want to know, you know, in my best run that I've had, I did World Run in 2:58. But at one point, I ran it in 2:40. So in my head, I go, oh, I can do this level better. But if, you know, in my best, personal best, full run, I run World 2 in 6 minutes. But my personal best is only like 5:58. It's like, okay, I could maybe save 3 seconds. But, you know, that's about, I feel about as good at that level as I can do. I feel like it would also give me a point of like knowing when to quit. Like if, you know, if my personal best is I can run a level in 4 minutes, and in the run I do it in, you know, 4:10. I'm like, that's not bad. But if I go to 4:30, it's like, okay, I'm never gonna hit my best time with such a bad run here. Ooh, that was a quick level. But it had to be separate, right? Obviously, so that it's not previously. That's true. Dolphin back. I remember this level being very long. Oh, there's a couple of like really long levels in this game. So I could sneak under there. I could not. Ah, dang. One more, please. Go. Dang. Oh boy. Whoa. It's kind of weird too. Like you can't always jump if you're like hitting the water in a weird way. So sometimes I go to jump and he just doesn't. Off the water, that is. There we go. Nice. Okay. Phew. Get the turtle buddy back. Didn't quite get down far enough. Please. I want my turtle back. Without having to go too far out of my way. Perfect. Here we go. I mean, I've definitely already cut some decent time off my run, which I'm pretty happy about. Again, just be a little more confident on my jumps. And basically, I'm switching worlds. Like, as soon as I press start on that laughing Felix, is when I'm doing my world shift, which I think is a good spot for it. I would assume that's where most people do it. Oh, I need my tank. Take out those dinos. 2 more. Yeah, let's just go in here. Oh, oh no! I forgot that I only need 1 more. I want the tank. Ugh, didn't get it. Whew. Okay. Whew, we're flying. Right. Forgot I don't have my tank yet. Doo-doo. Honestly, other than the final boss, I kind of find this enemy to be the hardest. Because I'm not quite sure when he's going to shoot. Good, got him. The ones along the side are pretty easy to predict their pattern. And the snowball guy, if you have this power up, the magician one, it's not too bad. So. Okay. This is, other than the last level, I feel this was the hardest level. It's just, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell just by looking at it, but you really slip. It's really slippy. So it's kind of hard to control in the ice. It's really hard to control in the water. And those guys on there are just unpredictable about when they're going to shoot. Also, she like didn't know if I had time to get over or not. Just kind of was like, well, I'll go for it. I did not. Also, with the water, if you miss a power up, it falls and it's gone. So it's not like, you know, I can jump through one, jump back at the heart. If I kind of time it at the wrong time, it's very possible I miss it. I'm just going to see what I really want to see what the next, there's no other power up. This is top one. So that's unfortunate too, is you can only take an extra hit in this one. You know, where there's 3 power ups, so you technically have 2 hits before you die. Okay. Oh, there was something there though. I don't know what's going on. Ugh, dang. Go away. Yeah, I'd say like, you know, definitely obviously I struggled with last level, but I feel like this one's harder. It just has a lot of power-ups. So as long as you're going slow and getting the power-ups, it's not that bad. But I feel to go quick on that one will be very challenging for me. It'll take some practice. Whoop. I thought that might kill him in one. Good thing I did not put 100% faith in it and was far enough away. This water levels are pretty cool. I like them. Oh, good thing I'm only one away. Oh no, not him. Ugh, yeah, there's an unfortunate time loss. If I had been on the turtle already, I might have, and like looked down and I had 19, I might have just plowed through him. Oops. Ooh, I'm going to get off power up as well. Is this the boss? Yeah. Oof. Not great. I think I beat him fully as one hit as well last time. Ah, dang. Alright, let's just get the... There we go. So there's 2 up at the top. I can get the power up and not be right on them. There we go. Should be a lot easier now. Kind of have time to react. The shots aren't like that hard to dodge, but you know, he's shooting enough of them. Come on, buddy. Go. Hey, what's going on, Gord? Let's play a little Felix. So again, like right now, basically like is where the world record is. And I still have 3 worlds to go, so pretty out of reach. Pretty, you know, especially again with a game like this, like it's not, you don't have the most areas to cut down on stuff. It's literally just getting better at jumping and moving forward. Oh. Dang, I thought I'd sneak under that. Yeah, these it's exact same spot. Really dumb with me. And I threw away my level up thing. Wow. I don't know where to jump to miss this, honestly. Like I have to kind of kill this guy quick. Oh. It's really annoying because I have to jump over there to hit him. But then I'm like slipping on the snow and I couldn't get back. I'm sure it'll be here. No? Okay. Yeah, the world record in this is just under, it's like 22:43. But I picked this game because a lot of it is just kind of like jump basing, like memorizing where enemies are, knowing you know, there are slightly different routes you can go in the level. So it's just kind of be practice and memorize and like be good at your jumps. The bosses aren't too difficult and have pretty simple patterns. So I thought there was one I could learn pretty easily to at least get okay, right? Like, this is the type of game where getting that world record time would be, you know, very difficult, like outside the realm of likely what I can do. But I feel like I can get a respectable time. No. Like 22 minutes to beat all 9 worlds. So, when I was beating World 6, the world record was beating the game. Yeah, and so before you came on, I played the game once, and I died on the final boss. So I have a time, you know, that's kind of like, if I got that last hit on him, like, that's when it would have been. But my time is not legitimate. And World 8 is just a space scroller. You don't have control over the speed, so there's no time to be made up there, really. Like, I think I could maybe save an extra 2 seconds if I'm all the way on the right of the screen when the level changes. This level's a pain too. This level, I definitely say World 7 is my least favorite. Because World 9's hard, but like, I don't know, it felt okay. Like, I felt I was just rushing it. And like, while that water level in World 6 is tough, this one's just like with the bats, I hate, and the snowballs I hate. Alright. This guy's pretty easy. Just give him the business. Get these for next level. Oh, he hit me. I didn't think he would. Oh my god, please die. Oh! I don't know what happened there. For some reason, like, he was flashing and I thought he was like exploding, and then all of a sudden I was the one that got hit and I didn't know how. And then it was just the beginning of the end. Because that boss, you could take it out his snowballs with your magic power, but your punching glove does not. So if you don't have the magic power, it's quite tough. Oh boy. I need to stop messing around so I can actually beat the final world when I get there. I'm just going back because the boss is right there, and I'm not going in there without the magic power. It's just not happening. Okay. So if you actually get in this guy's grill, he's not that hard. I don't really know how he hit me. Maybe, like, just because I was trying to grab the tokens, he snuck through my defenses, but, I mean, as long as he spammed the button, I don't know what happened last time. I don't know how he got through. Go. So this one, again, is just kind of a scroll level. So I did die on it last time, so as long as I don't die, I should beat my time. But this would definitely be one, you know, when practicing, you can just skip it. Like, I don't really imagine that there's a way to get too much better time on it. It's kind of just a good level to try and collect as many Felix things as you can and get level ups. Well, 1-ups, I suppose. Boom. Oh, little guy almost got me. It's one of those levels in a game where it kind of just tests your patience to pay attention more than anything. Ooh. Ah, dang, that's where I died last time too. Well, problem is when they come out, you instinctively need to press up to go up and hit them, but then you're kind of in the... Oh, no, that was cheap. He came out of the top of the screen. I didn't even know he was there. Come on, how much longer? Got to be at the end. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this level wasn't too bad, but you can't do anything with those rocks, so just gotta take your time, make sure that they don't get you, you know. Now I can afford to kind of take a hit, so I can be a little more cavalier. Yeah, don't really care. That one, oh. I gotta be real careful again. Get back up to my one power up at least. Okay, well, made it to that one. Also not super sure what's going on. Oh man, there's my power up. With my timer right now, because I don't know why it changed from orange to green. Not really. Oh. Yeah, again, see, if in that area, if I had a hit to give, that's a perfect spot to just kind of save a second, damage boost forward. This power-up's pretty great, because again, it's like a little shield around you. It's probably, I think, the best one in the game for running quick. There we go. Well, I think I've gotten a better time on all levels, so that's why I'm a little confused about it. I feel like it's almost now gone from I have a better time total than I did to it just being oh, you got a better time that level. I'm like, well, yeah. I don't really want this, but again, I think the other power-up is stronger, but I can't really... There you go. It's kind of nice to have that extra hit just in case. I don't think the last boss is honestly that hard. He just takes a lot of hits. Okay. So I'm going to fully power up right now. Ah, I see. I see. Interesting. So doing it this way, like, it's certainly harder to hit him, that one, but okay, so I'm gonna go in here and get my power-ups again, because why not? Oh yeah, here's the strat right here. Boom. Again, I don't know exactly when it ends or if there is a sub-boss, so I will count this as still playing time. Oh, come on, points. Yikes. I feel like it's time. I don't control this. So I rescued Kitty. Did it. 34 minutes. I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, so it's possible. Again, it's kind of like, I'm going to prove my time anyway, so I better be cautious and just kind of tack on that extra time. Yeah, I mean, even if this time, so if basically I would have been about 27th. It's pretty good. And it looks like, there's a bunch of like old ones, like 2 years ago, 5 years ago, but a lot have been running recently. There's a bunch of like 2 months ago, 1 month ago. Even the world record is only 2 months old. So I feel pretty happy with that. So again, so what you're saying is that I ran like cumulatively, I guess, with orange, and I'll read more about the track before I do this again next time. But orange means that I was not only on a better pace for my personal overall best, but also the level best. And then the green ones mean I just was on pace for the best, but I didn't do the level as fast as last time. I think is what you're saying, right? Because that makes sense. That I know, hey, like I'm still on better total pace, but this level I didn't do as good. Which is good to know. Yeah, so I think I'm going to play it once more and just like really for fun, just book it. Just to kind of get a sense of like, and again, like you watch it, like how fast I'll have to learn how to move. Because I think this is the type of game as well where I feel I could get my time down to 30 to 32 minutes without too much trouble. Okay. It's good to I might have to watch my playback on it. When I'm playing, I'm not really able to look at the time as much. But that's good to know. But I feel like I could knock 2 minutes off this without too much difficulty. Obviously, cutting back on my deaths. I had a bad death on the one boss, well, 2 bosses, which I should be able to beat all of them without getting hit. None of them are too difficult. Even the final boss, that strat I found was super easy. Like he was never going to touch me again. But then like knocking off, like the extra 10 minutes you need to get down to world record, like I bet you every minute would probably take like 50 playthroughs. Yeah, so I'm gonna do another one. I'm not going to save my times on it because it's not a real run. It's not a full one. because when I do this as well, I don't believe, if I'm keeping my personal best, that I should knock out the early levels, which is why, I'm going to have this one, and then I'll have like a one-off one where it's like every world just some of my best times. Exactly. And I think actually the hardest thing about this game is those little Felix things. So you need to get enough to get power-ups. Like, obviously having that magic power-up saves you a bunch of time. But the more Felix credits you get, the more points you get at the end, which, then takes time to read out your score. So it's kind of knowing like, okay, I need 10. Which are the best 10 in my route that I'm going to get anyways, and not get any more than that. But yeah, so what's that? Need some of your best times? Yes. So, pretty good. So, let's go one more time. I'm just going to go to kind of a... Thank you. I'm just going to kind of go, like, I expect not even to make the second world, but just, I'm going to try and keep running. I'm not going to go backwards. The only time I might stop for a second is if a heart appears. Let's go. Oop. It went to its it went to its pause screen right when I went. All right, let's. Oh. So for an optimal run, I don't really want to jump much. I don't want to grab those Felix things. Just want to be moving, pure motion. Which in the first level, won't be the hardest, but those later levels, oh my god. Look at that. I feel like that's a really good time. See, again, kind of like, you gotta memorize it, that, like, right when you start, like, if you just hold right, you will die. I was, hammering my, punch button, but didn't get out in time, so. $14, $15, $16, $17, $18. Again, you kind of got to count those as you go, or know which ones you always get once I start to set paths myself, so that you're not getting it over, a jump, and it's just going to fall and be useless. Can't run through those, good to know. Those are one of those two. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to kill him in one hit, but... Oh boy. See, like, it would be great to have a damage boost there. Or else you have to feed that guy 2 hits. Go. And I want to take a hit there, because then I start, I don't have as many points, so it's quicker. I already shaved 16 seconds off. Whoop. Oh, dang. See, that's the kind of thing I really need to avoid. This umbrella's just so much slower. Okay, still need 7. I'm still gonna do that. Yeah, I mean it's pretty good. And again, right, like if I knew that guy was there and like jumped right away, or if I had the magician power, which is hammering it, then it's avoidable. So just go on my power up, so it's best just to go through here. I love having this in these type of levels because those bats, you never. Well, I mean, once you memorize it, you know where they're coming from. But right now, I'm just able to hammer it and keep moving. And again, like because I had that power up, I would have died there because I was holding right when I started, and I landed right on him. Take this. Ooh. Great, but only 3 away. Perfect. Got lucky there. Take that. Oh no. Ah, dang. That's unfortunate. Whew. I don't know why every other time I fought him, I've had zero problem with his bullets, but that time he just had it out for me. Yeah, so that one, you know, unsurprisingly with the death, like I had run a pretty clean run last time, so whoop. Gotta go fast. It's 5, 6. Oof, boy. I was like running. Oh, both those enemies lined up perfectly. So, but yeah, right there, like I was running forward and going, that might get me. But yeah, so like for that one, oh man, it got me. Both enemies were on the same space, and you can't hit 2 things at once. So I killed one, but the other one got me. So I mean, there's certain spots where it's like if you go there, you're going to get hit. Hey, buddy. Not too bad. Doing my first try at speed running the game. I got died on the last boss my first run, but feel like I got a pretty respectable time seconds. And yeah, original NES. Quite fun. Like just a little platformer game. He has a lot of little like power ups. So it's a pretty cool little game. I'm doing one more run, and I'm just trying to move as fast as I can. Just to see what it's like what kind of pace I'd have to get on if I wanted to ever think about getting, you know, top 10, top 20. Whoop. I feel like levels like these will be the hardest because, you know, there's so much up-down space you can have. Kind of time it out which way is the best. You know, and then it's also like, okay, which way is the best if I have just the umbrella, but if I manage to get my upgrade, like, then what's best? So I have kind of different strats. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, again, so this run right now, I don't expect to beat it. I'm just trying to go right as fast as I can. It's pretty good. Have you looked up on, you check up on like the speedrunning forum and see what like the best time for that game is? I feel like I'm not a great speedrunner. I just don't. I've been one of those guys, like, I play every game, you know, like, I had friends growing up, and they played one game over and over and over and over, and, like, they just love the game, and they just played it constantly, whereas I would kind of be like, oh, like, I beat this game, so I'll go play another game now. So while I'm good and I can pick up games quick, I just don't have, like, a game I'm super fast at. It's funny. Oh no, this is a in and out. Yeah, look, like, my time's actually worse because I'm trying to be too quick in this level and dying a bunch. So, not doing well at all. It's these stupid cannons. There's so many of them. And again, the flying controls are kind of floaty, so you fall slowly, and if you press A, you kind of get that boost up. But it means that you can dodge things if they're below you, but if they're above you, you're kind of screwed. Oh, not this. Ooh. Nope. Don't think that was me. Yeah, I like those ones as well. I like ones where they exploit glitches. Like, I'm not, like, the new Ocarina runs where it's literally like, oh, if you die in this frame and do these certain things, the game's confused and spits you up to the end. I'm like, that's interesting, but it's not as exciting to watch. Because, like, yes, it's incredible for the person who found that glitch, but replicating it is not as impressive to me. Like, it's still impressive. Like, I couldn't do it, but I like watching the runs where, you know, there are some glitches, like, oh, you know, you can cut through this wall to save time and whatnot, but people who are just, like, really good at a game and have practiced, and they just know every jump, they know where every enemy is, they know every weakness of the game. It's just impressive to me. Oh. Running out of time. Or running out of lives. Again, this is just kind of a thing of, like, how fast am I going to have to be moving? Just so you can kind of see, like, how quick, you know, how quick I have to make judgments when I'm actually going to be playing this. So I think with the time I got, 34 seconds, it'll be my goal maybe by the summer to get that down to 30 to 32. Like, if I break 30, I would be ecstatic. If I got like a 32, I'd be okay. But I feel like knocking 2 minutes off that time would be fantastic. Yeah, I don't know if you watched any of the Games Done Quick marathon that they just had, but, like, that stuff's incredible. Like, the talent of those people is staggering to me. You know, it's really impressive. It's really cool. But to me, like, the most impressive ones are runs like this, or like the Mario runs, where it's like you don't really skip anything, you know, like, you know, kind of shortcuts and, like, maybe how to get, you know, up a certain wall or something, but you're still playing 100% of the game. You're only taking warps that the game allows you. Oh, how was the movie last night? Sorry I couldn't join. Just had some stuff going on, but kind of unfortunate. I haven't seen Labyrinth in so long. But I kind of keep myself to a regiment of certain goals I need to complete, especially if I want to do some streaming. And I just was behind. So. But yeah, also I was watching my buddy Noel do a what kind of put me behind is I was watching my buddy Noel do a Ocarina randomizer run, and I'm not gonna lie, anytime I see someone doing a randomizer run, I'm probably gonna watch 100% of it, and it throws me a little off my my goals because I pay more attention to it than some regular streams. But man, I love it. I love the randomizer so much. It's just like the perfect puzzle game. I also realized I had an older version, so now I have even more things I can control, which I'm very excited about trying soon. I think I'm going to do another one that's pretty similar to the one I do now, and then I'm going to do a really weird one and just add a bunch of crazy stuff. You know what? I'm going to get this. Just because it's the boss. Go. I'm way over time. Doing it this fast way is much slower for me. Cast sanity. Maybe I'm definitely thinking of putting the beans in rotation, but I might do one where I want to switch just the dungeon entrances because I've been doing all. So on the one I had, it was I think there was maybe dungeons only, but it was I think it was all interiors including dungeons, and then there's grottos as well, and the grottos one is not as good because it adds all the regular fairy fountains and pointless holes, which is kind of a pain. But I think an all dungeon one would be kind of cool. Because again, then you could get kids having to go to the adult ones. And I might add where warp songs take you random places, and your starting spawns are anywhere. So you can't just save warp to the forest. Maybe you might save warp to Goron City or something weird. I think that'd just be cool. Just to mess with myself a bit more. I feel like this is a pretty smooth run of this level. Just cruising. Felt good. Yeah. So it's not the boss I want to be fighting. Yeah, like, so I did 2 timed runs already. So this is the 3rd one where I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. So I'm dying a lot more, which is wrecking my times. But it's just kind of to give me a sense of like how fast I have to be moving if I want to get up to that, you know, that upper kind of time limit. So, while it helped me in the first levels, it's I died a lot in level 3, and it's really set me behind. But again, like, this is how fast I'm gonna have to move if I want to get up there. I feel like I'm gonna lose the rest of my lives in this level. This one is pretty hard, and I'm not going backwards. But who knows? Maybe I'll. Oh, except for that. As I said, the only thing I'll go back for is an upgrade. Everything else is moving forward at all times, if I can. Okay, so 5 more. 4. Oh. Oh. Water was just pushing me back enough that I couldn't get that. Okay. Ooh. Oh boy, that was a tight spot. Okay, so again, right? Like, I can definitely see that going quick right now is not going to work. Until I memorize the levels, it's much faster to go slow, kill the guys, and avoid the deaths. But so I'm not gonna. It's asking if I want to update them. No, I'm gonna keep. This is something else I need to look into. Is like, say I'm doing a run, and I don't beat my total best time. Do I still update the levels I did well on? Like, I don't think so, right? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. But I might have to watch just some other like people who do streaming and see how they record their times and stuff like that. To kind of fully understand the rules. Like, obviously, best run is best run, but you know, if I got a personal best in a level, but overall it was my personal best, do I still save it? Because technically, then my personal best will be lower than my actual personal best. It would be that would make it the personal best of my individual runs. So I think I need to kind of timesheets like my personal best overall with the personal best I did in each level on that run, as well as my personal best per level. Thanks for watching. Please click to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and come by Twitch under Floyd Mason to join my live streams.